Hi, it's Jessie from Peachmanifesto, and welcome to a swatch review of the new Akzentz glitters that came out. These are the Gel Play Glitter Fantasy Collection, and starting off with Blossom Fantasy. And this is my little trick for opening. I think I've shown them in other videos, but there's a little tab, and if you can stick your tweezers underneath and pull, everything comes up all together. And this is a stunning rose gold. It's hard to tell in camera right now. There is a tiny little bit of iridescent kind of glitters in there, very small. Once I do the swatch, you'll be able to see those a little bit better. Next up is Peony Fantasy, and this is a very cool toned pink, almost leaning onto the side of purple, but it still is a pink. And all these glitters have like microfine, fine, and like a medium glitter in there, like a chunkier glitter. So they actually do full coverage really nicely. You'll see when I swatch, and I do a comparison later on. My little trick doesn't work all the time. Sometimes I mess it up, as you can see. So I'm just going to clean this up, and I'll get you a close-up of this beautiful red glitter. In camera, it is showing a little bit on the orange side. That is because it's a holographic, and that's kind of what the camera is picking up. But true to the naked eye, it is a dark red and not so much orange. On to the swatching, we have the Blossom Fantasy here, and this is so nice. It definitely, you can do one coat with this, and it is glitter, so it is going to be a little bit of a thicker one coat, but all those different size glitters in there really can make it full coverage. And as you can see, there is like a little fine iridescent glitter running through that. Next up is the Peony Fantasy, and these are all swatching so wonderfully. Now this one, I didn't see that there was any iridescent or holographic in this one at all. Just all that wonderful glitter in the 3 different sizes, it seems like, that there's in there. And like I said, you can definitely get this full coverage. It smooths out really nice, so like the glitters aren't really sticking up. It just really levels out quite nicely, as you can tell. And just a really stunning color. And then next up is the Scarlet Fantasy, and I'm like kind of upset with how it's looking in camera because it's more red in person. But it's somewhat true in like some angles, so I do take a picture of it to kind of give you a more accurate representation of it. But I love this glitter. It is holographic, and that's why you can sometimes see like little flashes of other colors pop through, and that's just the holographic reflecting the different colors of the rainbow through the red. So this is a more accurate representation of the colors, especially that red. It's just almost like a blood red. I'm excited to use it for Halloween, and I'll show you how I would use it. This is just kind of the video, so you can see some of those iridescent sparkles and the holographic shift in those colors, and just like the stunning dimension of all those glitters in different sizes. So this is how I would use it. If I didn't do full coverage, I would do a glitter fade, but I just really wanted to get this over top of a black, so it would be like a really almost like a bloody glitter fade. But with these kind where you have multiple sizes of glitter in the gel, these fade so beautifully, whether you're doing it from the top or the bottom. You just get a whole bunch of different sizes, and I like to kind of pull my bigger ones up and the finer ones down. And I really just did one little coat of top coat. And if you can see from that first where it's a little bit blurry and you got that really red flash, that's more what it is like in real life. So super stunning. Love it. This is the collection all together, and I will do some comparisons here. Honestly, there wasn't a whole lot to compare them to. Starting off with Blossom Fantasy, I have a swatch that's all kind of more neutrals and pinks and rose golds. So that is Ice Latte and Aurora Pearl, obviously not comparable, and I'm just trying to compare it to some glitters here. This is Beamy or Pink Diamond, sorry, and then the Akzentz Glitter Pink, which is much more pink and makes this look more like a champagne color. If you compare it to Light Elegance Dollface, it kind of is in there a little bit. And this is Rosy Dazzle. I thought it would be more comparable to that, but Rosy Dazzle is a little bit more pinker and all holographic. So just comparing it to some other of the rose golds, it does kind of lean away from the more champagne-y bronzy side and a little bit more on the pinky side. So it is a really unique color in my like rose gold and nude collection. So loving it. Then on with Peony Fantasy. These are kind of all my pink shimmers and sparkles. I decided to separate my shimmers and my solids because I just have a crazy amount of pinks. So I'm just really comparing it to some of the Beamy ones that just came out. Somewhat comparable to Aura, but this is more of a darker color than Aura on the Beamy. Plus it's not a leaf glitter either. Not comparable to Blossom or Blush Leaf. And the Aurora Pink, it's not really comparable to that as well. And everything kind of starts to get a little bit magenta-y. I do think it's a little similar in tone to Hanky Panky, which I will give you a little close-up, but still not comparable at all. The glitters are different, and Hanky Panky is like got more silver and pinkiness to it, but they sort of have a similar tone. So with Scarlet Fantasy, I really wanted to show you against some glitters that we do have. So with Luxio Luscious, Luscious actually looks a little bit more pink in person to it. And then if you look at the Cherry Glitter Red, it's more orange in person to it. So it's kind of right in between there. It's not like the pinky red and it's not the orangey red. And then last compared to the Beamy, I think this is mulberry or something, or cranberry, sorry. And they're not really comparable at all either. And I just thought I'd show you all three of them together. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you all later. Bye-bye.